Good afternoon. Welcome, Juergen.
Corine, thank you for having me.
You're the deputy CEO of Danone, and you have in charge a lot of things, of which, finance, data, a lot of other things, technology, I guess. So before we start to talk about technology, which is, at the heart of Vivatech, maybe can you tell us a little bit about, Danone at the moment, what you guys are doing and what is, your most strategic priorities?
Yeah, again, thank you for having me, Corinne. It's a pleasure to
It's
be
always
here.
a pleasure.
Look, it's a very good moment for Danone to be in, actually. We have a couple of years ago, 4 years ago, we launched a strategy which is about bringing health through food to the people. And this works very well for us. We are growing at a very good speed, and we are growing because we are staying true to this ambition. And as people want to eat and drink better every single day, as people have understood better and better how important it is for their body, for their well-being, we are seeing people going also more intentionally to shop their products in the supermarkets or on the internet. And so it's a very good moment for us. And we are very intentionally driving, of course, this growth by investing into science, by investing into innovations, and by making sure that people find our products where they are shopping.
So, as you say, food is something people need and will need forever. At the same time, they want good food. But the reality is that the environment is quite scary at the moment. You have geopolitics, which impact your supply chain. There is cost increase, there is economic context. It's kind of every day there is something new. So how do you manage this and how technology helps you, to navigate through the different highways?
Yeah, it's true that we are living in a very volatile world, and I think there's many reasons to believe that this is not going to change very fast. And so the times are over where you can do one budget a day. So, your times are over where you can have one annual operating plan, and then you
never
stick to that
change.
plan. This is done. And so we have been adapting the way we work to the new reality, which means a very agile and flexible way to allocate our resources. And allocating our resources can have different dimensions. The way we do A&P and advertising in the country, the way we do promotional activities in the country, what do we produce in which country, for which channel, for which service line. And so this requires a permanent adaptation of our plan. And so this is why all our planning process, our decision process today is way faster than it used to be. Can we step up this game? Yes, and we need to. And this is where technology will become very, very important, and how we make good use of technology and how we make sure that our people internally are ready to adopt this technology in the company for better servicing our retailers and our consumers.
Well, and actually, we're super proud for the partnership. Thanks a lot for that. It means a lot to us because we do believe technology has to impact the world. Technology is a need for people. There is no technology for technology. How that partnership did help you, in transforming Danone? If you can give some example, like even in finance or other topics where you think, technology has been useful for the transformation.
Yeah. I think in the end, we are working together on many aspects,
Many areas,
on many
and
dimensions. Data is obviously at the core of everything. And I think all the collaboration we are having in order to make our data more structured, better available, and comparable is fundamental. But there's a second element which I believe is very, very important, is when we launched 2 or 3 years ago, the Danone Microsoft Academy, in order to upskill our people and make them ready for the technology of the future, for the AI of the future. And what was an idea which we had in a meeting room 3 years ago, today is creating a movement in the company, because people are excited about learning. People want to understand how they can do their job better, differently, with more efficiency, rather than doing manual interventions, to be part of the decision-taking process. And so this is a fantastic journey we have started, and my expectations are very high on how this can impact the company and finally our consumers in the future.
And well, you lead finance as well. So, it's cash is king, and finance is an important topic for the company. Do you have concrete example that you could share with the community about how technology has been helping you, especially, AI, into your transformation to be a better company?
Today, it's very important that you are very flexible in the way you manage your supply chain. And we have seen that, unfortunately, over the last few months, where supply chain in some parts of the world was heavily disrupted.
And change every day.
And so your ability, to put your products not on a ship, but put it on a truck or going through a different harbor or through different roads is very, very important. And so this is where technology has been extremely helping us to make sure that from one day to the next, we were able to rewire our products, avoiding some parts of the regions, especially in the Middle East, and to reach our consumers. Because our consumers want to eat and drink every single day.
Yeah.
They don't want to be in front of empty shelves. And here the technology and what we have built with our integrated planning system, our supply chain planning system, has been extremely helpful and a competitive advantage for us, especially at that moment.
Well, we talk about, the Danone Academy. By the way, you say extremely popular inside, extremely popular outside. Everybody
True.
came to me and say, can we have the Danone Academy? So it was really famous. But it's not done only to people, and some survey we've made, at the work friendly, they say, well, people are ready, organization or not. And the roadblock in the middle, it's the leadership, the culture, the organization, because people feel like you put AI into a process and you do expect a big outcome. How do you think about that?
Yeah, I think there's a very important element of change management and mindset at the top of the organization. If you believe that you can just adopt AI on existing processes in the company, you will not go very far. That was a little bit what we tried in the beginning.
Yeah, a lot of people have been trying this, to be honest.
And we realized that this is just not possible. It is like you put a big Ferrari engine in a very, very old, small car. That doesn't work. This old small car will not go faster because you don't have the brakes, you don't have the chassis.
I like
and so
the
on.
analogy, yeah?
Yes.
That's always good analogy.
And so what we believe is that we need really to start from a white paper where we need to think about what do we want to achieve, what is the outcome of this process, and how can AI enable it to go as fast and as efficient as possible. It's not about 100% precision. It's about this 80-20 or 90-10 to take fast decisions. And so since we are adopting that mindset, starting from the top of the organization, has changed everything. And it creates lots of excitement because people see what is possible by applying these new technological enablers.
And they want to participate.
They want to participate.
Look, as we're nearly at the end, but you've done a lot, obviously. Embracing the technology, you have a belief and you go on and changing the way you work. If there were one, two, you pick it up, priorities you say for the next 6 months, you really want to say, well, these are the priorities and this is where technology can help.
Yeah.
What would it be?
Look, in the end, we are selling differentiated products based on science, very consumer-centric. And so here you have all the priorities of the company. We want to develop faster products. We want to make better use of the incredible science we have in-house. And this is the number one ambition. Bringing innovations faster to the market and understanding if they work or not faster to optimize them. This is number one. And the number two is to better engage with consumers, to better understand their needs, to better interact with them. What do they like? What do they dislike? How can we optimize our services and our products? And this goes through the way we interact with them in a supermarket, how we interact with them on the internet, how we interact with them on social media. And so I think these are the two elements which will make the difference for an industry like us. And this is our ambition, to come with very, very scalable and impactful business cases into the company over the next few months and not over the next few years. So the bar is very high.
The bar is high, and the bar is high on us as well. We have this Microsoft Discovery platform where actually, you can accelerate the discovery, which is incredible. And of course, the personalization with all the data and make it personal to each customer is something, you can get through the different models as well. Maybe one question out of business, because, so, and I'm saying that because sometimes Satya say, well, AI transformation is like a marathon. I think that you need to play at the speed of a sprint, but it is a different thing. If AI transformation was a sport, and I know you love sports, what it would be?
Yeah, I think the analogy of marathon is a very good one. Actually, more recently, we have been discussing a lot about Tour de France because we became sponsor with Danone of the Tour de France.
Congratulations.
And this is one very exciting. I like the sports, I like cycling, but I think there's a lot of similarities. In Tour de France, there is not one etap or two etape. There is between 9 and 21 etap.
And you need to go on and go on.
Which means you need to plan for the next day, to win the next day, but ultimately you need to win on the long term.
Yes.
And I think this is a lot of similarities we are having, meaning being best in class on the short term, making the best products on the short term, but also planning with endurance, planning on the sustainability, having a strategy which actually works and makes you competitive. And so I like the Tour de France. I'm looking forward to this, but I'm also looking forward to the results of our collective partnership, because I think there's a lot we can create together.
Well, there's a lot to come, and thanks for the partnership. Super appreciated. I mean, it's important to both companies. I mean, this partnership to us means a lot because, I mean, we contribute to bringing good food to people. So we do believe in technology for people. So thanks to believe in the same purpose, Juergen, and really appreciate. Thanks for joining
Thank
us
you,
today.
Corine. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot for it.
Thank you.